Here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. Today, I have a very special guest, my 14-year-old sister, Shakira. She is currently a freshman in boarding school and her planner life is in shambles. So we decided to start a series, Sister Planning, and the first episode is going to be getting her right for 2019. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so explain what you have, first of all. What are the planners that you bought for 2019? Let's put all this other stuff aside. But what are the planners that you bought for 2019?
I have a fitness planner.
Okay.
Which I'll be using to track my weight as well as my exercise routine.
And this fitness planner is the what? This is the
Healthy Hero.
The Healthy Hero. So this is the new Happy Planner Girls that they released. I never saw the layout of this. Let me see. Okay, so over here you have goals, what inspires me, how I'm strengthening my mind, my body, and myself. Oh, what I'm loving about myself. And then you have the top priorities. I like the monthly of this compared to like the other stuff. I don't know. I think it's the boxes. Oh, you plan on using all this? This is gonna be funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, but I like this. You got the one with the metal disc.
Yes.
Oh. If she don't ever want these no more, girl, she wouldn't give those to me. Okay, and then so she has a fitness planner, which is funny in itself. Okay, and then you have the budget planner. This is the one that gets me. Okay, you have a budget planner. Why?
I have a budget planner to find sources of income and document those and try to find a way to make money.
Okay. Basically. So in my low budget income series, we're going to be taking a deeper look into how a 14-year-old budgets with no income. So stay tuned for that. But she has the 2019, this is dated, yes?
Yes.
So yeah, this is the 2019 budget planner. I have the budget extension pack. So, well, this should be interesting because this also has a weekly format. So in the other video, she'll be going into details of how she plans on using this. Okay. Now, what are you using for school? Because you're not using a student planner. What are you using for school? What is this one?
I'm using a vertical planner. And
what size is this one?
This is a big Happy Planner.
She is talking like she's a freaking robot. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why she's talking like she's a robot. My sister does not talk like this, but let's roll with it.
This is a big Happy Planner. I did not realize this was vertical until I got it. So
no, it's horizontal. It's horizontal.
Oh, it's horizontal.
Oh, you know what's so crazy? This is the Walk in Faith one. Is this what you were telling me? I have the same one. This is my mini. My mini is the baby version of her big one. It's the same thing. It's the same exact. Look at us twinning on different levels. Okay, I'm using mine. I got mine at a tricky tray. This is the one I showed you.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay. I cannot believe you got this one. I cannot believe you got this one. Like, no shade, no tea. I'm just surprised that you got a vertical. So, tell why you got a vertical. I mean, not a vertical, a horizontal. She got me saying vertical. Tell why you got a horizontal versus a vertical. Because you've used a vertical before. So, why'd you get a horizontal this time?
I was actually under the impression that it would be a vertical.
Uh-huh.
But the horizontal format, I suppose, will help me in more of a checklist bulleting type of way.
Okay, so this first week here in December to January 6th is of no use to you because you don't go back to school until this week right here.
Exactly.
All right, so do you have your old stuff? Did you bring that with you? Or did you throw all your stuff away from last year? She threw it all away.
You know, 2019's a new start.
So you don't say, once you're done with the planner, you throw it away?
I don't throw it away. It's just of no importance to me.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips on how to use a horizontal planner. She has more questions. We're going to be doing a Q&A where I'll have more examples for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But just the gist of what the planning, the sister planning is going to be. It's going to be on the third Wednesday of every single month, and we're going to be sharing our planner journey. Well, me basically helping her get her life together with planning. So we have a planner Q&A. This is her student lineup. We're going to get her set up for January, and then we're going to be planning together. And then she's going to also be in my low budget income series. And I've convinced my grandma to be a part of it too in another video. So that should be, you know how grandma is. So that should be hilarious. Okay. So here's my thought when it comes to planning in a horizontal planner. What is your problem when it comes to planning for school? What is the issue that you have?
I overwrite everything.
You overwrite everything. Okay, so if you have an assignment for math and it's like, what would an assignment be in math for you?
Let's say I have workbook pages.
Mm-hmm.
I would put mathematics instead of math.
So you're thinking that because you have a planner, you need to be professional.
Yes, exactly.
Did you bring your notebook with you?
No.
Oh man, she forgot her notebook. That's what you were using before.
I did forget my notebook. I apologize.
No, it's fine. So tell them about your notebook and the difference in writing in a notebook versus the structure of a planner.
With a notebook, you start off with a blank page and you're able to just write everything down from scratch. But with the planner, it's more of a thing where it's dated and you're really just going by that format.
So you find that it's more pressure with a planner?
Yes, exactly.
And what's another thing when it comes to planners that you never do?
Is it your question?
No. What is another thing that you don't do when it comes to planners?
I don't stick to it.
You don't stick to it, and what's the other one that you said?
What did I say?
You don't finish them.
Oh.
That's a big one. But she's not the only one that's like that. You know, like we try to find all these planner systems and implement all this stuff. So when you're starting out as a planner beginner, this is why I strongly suggest that people find their writing style. And I have a blog post below to help you guys do that. And I'm going to be doing a video. Shakira suggested that I do a whole entire video dedicated to finding your writing style. I'm someone that's a lister. So for instance, something like this for me works because I have the flexibility to write whatever it is that I want, and I'm listing. Even if I'm breaking things in sections, I'm listing. Whereas you're someone that I like to call a long-winded paragraph writer. So for something like that, the horizontal would work better. I'm using a horizontal planner. I hate horizontal planners, by the way. But I'm using a horizontal planner right now as my wellness planner. One, because I received it in a tricky tray and I don't want it to go to waste. But also, I'm reading a book, and the way that it is, I'm writing my notes on it for the day. This is also good for faith planning in general. So that's what I'm using a horizontal for. When it's notes and you want to jot something down for the day, whether you're following a scripture plan or whatever, a horizontal works for that. Now, don't be intimidated by the lines being horizontal, because there's so many things and so many ways that you can make this work for you to where you can break this up into sections. So do you know your schedule for the upcoming school year?
Not yet.
The term?
No.
Okay, so on an average, since you've done, well, how do you guys have it broken up in boarding school? Is it by a semester?
We have terms.
Terms, okay. So your term this past, was this one like 1 or 2 terms that you just finished?
This is 1 term.
Okay, so from the term that you just finished, how many classes did you have a day?
I had about 4 classes a day.
4 classes a day. Okay, so I have it open to the week of the 7th to the 13th because that's what she's actually going to be using. So, alright. This is going to be, actually, I'm going to do it on, I'm not going to do it on the 7th to the 13th. I'm going to do it on the week before since she wasn't in school. And then she can use that as a template and modify it how she sees fit once she gets her schedule. Make sense? And we'll talk about the monthly planner as well. So when I was in school, I'm making it seem like I'm so old. I'm not. I'm not old. I'm making it seem like when I was in school, I'm not old at all. Okay, so, but when I was in school, I used, I didn't discover the Happy Planner until I was in grad school. Because the Happy Planner didn't come out till 2015. So when I was in undergrad and high school, I think I used, the Rinky Dinky school planner. What did you call those kinds of planners? Go ahead, say the word that you called it. You called it a specific word.
I'm having no recollections of this conversation.
You see what I'm talking about? What I have to deal with? I have no recollection. She's so freaking political.
I'm not political.
She's politically correct with everything. Like, Shakira.
What did I call it?
You said it was like a hogwash or something like that.
Yeah, hogwash.
Yeah, so it was the school planners. They're not it. They're not it. Okay, so here's 2 things that you can do. Number 1, you don't have things to do on Saturday and Sunday. Right?
No, I don't.
Okay. So pass me that ruler over there, the clear one. I'm just going to play around with some different ideas of what you can do. So you said you have at least 4 classes a day, right?
Yes.
So one option is to...
Oh my god, that's so smart.
1, 2... Of course, this is not like super precise, but you get it, right? So that's one option, to break it up into different sections. And what classes would you have on a given day? Just give me an example. Math. Spanish. English. Science. And you would write your assignment here, like a general assignment. So you said for math, you said it would be a workbook, right? So workbook what? Give me a page number.
36 to 57.
Okay, so workbook page 36 to 57. What about for Spanish?
Online textbook.
So online textbook. See, abbreviations are your friend.
But what if I can't remember those abbreviations all the time?
The abbreviations also do not have to be like super duper right. In a way, like the abbreviations have to make sense to you because it's your planner.
Okay.
So however the heck you write it, like this is what I like. Textbook, that's textbook. You don't have to have what is deemed the correct abbreviation. Whatever makes sense in your brain, because it's your planner, you're the one that has to understand what you wrote, nobody else. And if somebody were to ask you what the homework is, as long as you can verbally express what it is, they don't need to look at it. So it's yours. And as you can see, I'm not writing neat. When you have a planner, especially when it comes to school stuff, you can't be sitting here trying to write neat in between classes. Girl, you got things to do. This is one, when you're doing your assignments, that's one thing. And I know that's like the hardest thing about being a planner is that you want everything to be perfect. And unfortunately, that's not the reality. I know for me, looking at my bullet journal for today alone, I wrote a line to try to separate my work stuff from my personal stuff, and I didn't like the line, so I put a sticker over it. So I know what the issue with perfection is, because I like my planners to be perfect. But when we think so much about perfection, we're not accomplishing anything, because we're too focused on what's wrong instead of trying to push through what can be right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to add stickers and, make it pop on the page, or you also talked about color coding and all that stuff. She has a bag full of supplies. We'll get to these as well. But, so, online textbook, and then what will be for English?
Catcher in the Rye.
So reading.
Yes.
And then you would put the book. And then you would put the page. And then what about for science? Worksheet. So that's one way to do it, to break it up. Now, that's not always going to happen to where you have time to do this. This is why when they say pre-planning, this is something you would do ahead of time, because you would have your schedule and you would know. So you would actually I'm going to do it here as an example. Like you would draw all the way up there, and then you would just bring it all the way down all at once. You get what I'm saying? And you would separate it that way. And do you have these same classes every day?
No, they alternate.
Okay. So if you had on a Tuesday math, Spanish, English, and science, what would you have on Wednesday? What would you have on Wednesday?
I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I've been out of school for 3 weeks. Actually, that's pretty much it. The only thing that I would add is photography.
Photography.
The double
Okay.
block.
So you have photography as a double block when?
On Tuesday.
So you have these 4 classes plus photography?
Yes. But there's not really any assigned homework for that.
Okay. Okay. So these are the ones where you would get homework for. Now, if you had these classes every single day, then you don't even have to write the classes over. You'd be able to continue going down. Whereas if you have to switch it up, then of course you can just change and move them around. But do you see how you're not writing a lot?
Yes.
Now, if there is more to an assignment that you want to take note of and you want to keep it in your planner, that's where your filler paper comes in. So she got the cute filler paper. When it comes to buying the Happy Planner stuff, my sister don't see price tags. Sometimes I don't know how we related because she don't like using coupons either. Anyway, I don't know how that happens. She don't like using coupons. But anyway, to each his own. But the filler paper that you have this is great for that. Because then if you have that, say that science worksheet, and there was something specific on that worksheet that you needed to remember, you could put science, the date, and this is where you can really write it out.
Oh.
Versus trying to cram everything into your basic spread. You'd put this in your planner in the middle, right?
Yes.
And then you'd write the date here to correspond with this, the class, and then you would write it out. That is where you can write whatever it is that you want. But when you're having this just needs to be an overview. Versus if you need to write more space, and if you need more space for notes, then you can move that into something like this.
Makes sense.
And then, if you are done with it for the week, all you do is carry this over. There's 2 ways you could do this. You could take this and move it into the next week just like this and just flip it over. Or you could flip it like this and start up here.
It's upside down.
I know it's upside down. I know that would bother you. But I'm saying if you just wanted to have the week in front of you. I'm just saying.
I'll flip it over.
I know she will. I did that purposely. I did that purposely. But yeah. But this is good for a student planner. He makes all things new again. So why did you choose this one as your student planner?
I thought it was cute.
Oh. She also bought her stuff online because when we went in store,
there was nothing there.
There was nothing there. But when did we go? I think it was before Christmas. Was it before Christmas? It was.
Was it before? Was it? It was definitely before Christmas, near Thanksgiving.
Oh, then there was nothing out.
There was nothing.
There was nothing. The store had nothing.
Zip.
No, because you did get these before Christmas because you brought these home when you came home for Christmas.
Yes.
So this was when you came home for Thanksgiving break.
Yes.
Okay. So, no, because then when we went to Michael's after Christmas, that's when I got them sticker books, girl. That's when I got those sticker books, y'all. Okay. $8 $8 a piece. If you guys want to see flip throughs, I have them linked below. So, okay. So that is, do you understand the spread? Is that more helpful?
Yes,
for navigating and this is something that of course you can modify or whatever. So I'm gonna put your filler paper. Another thing that I recommend is taking out, because school for her ends in June.
You told me that.
To take out July through December.
How did I forget that?
Because you don't need it. You really don't need it.
And I'm just carrying around extra paper.
Exactly. So another thing, you have the planner cover, right? And you said that the planner cover is good to hold the accessories and stuff. But you don't use accessories in this.
No, I do not.
The other planners that she has, she's trying to make cute and whatnot. for whatever reason. So I'm going to put your filler paper back here. Okay. And then whenever you get a chance, because honestly, this is something that you don't even have to take back to school. She has a folder that she bought from Target. You know, one of those expensive little, okay, it's not expensive. I just think it's excessive. But will it fit in here?
Hopefully.
Let's see. Let's take a page. Because if it fits. Yes. All right. So we're going to take out all this because you don't need it. You don't need it. Now, when you go back to school and you buy your 2019 one, then, and honestly, if you ever wanted to use the student planner next year, what is this, Shakira?
Oh, it's my fitness planner.
Okay, she has a fitness planner in the back of here. We're going to get to this in a, this has nothing to do with school. I've created a little planner monster. Okay. And then what is this? Oh, this is your fitness planner too?
I don't know what I was doing.
Okay, so she was also trying to put her planners into one thing. I do like how people are not just having the Franken planners, but they're having the Transformer planners where there's like 3 or 4 planners inside. Is this fitness?
No.
Oh, this is the, okay. So we found a use. We found a use for the folder that she bought that she thought was going to work for school. It's working for Happy Planner stuff. Happy Planner, look at you having this fancy ass folder. Okay. You can put your extension packs in there too so that you can get rid of that. What is that, a laptop sleeve?
This is a laptop sleeve. It's hard in these shoes.
So this is the laptop sleeve that she's using for her extension stuff. What the heck is this? Okay, let's see. So she has the budget extension pack. Not sure why. So let's put that away. So she has the budget extension pack. And then she has the fitness. So we'll just put that in there. Well, now you have a home for it.
Yay.
And whenever you're looking for it, you have it. This is a nice ass laptop sleeve. It's all cushiony. What computer do you have?
Pro.
Oh. Me too. All right. So that is when it comes to just the basic layout of the planner. Now, for the monthly, is the monthly something you plan on using?
I don't know how to use it.
Okay, what would you like to use the monthly for?
Test.
Okay. So this is where color coding could be handy. Do you have highlighters?
I have colorful pens. That's what I use.
All right, so this is a good time to look at her stash. So let's see what you have in here of how we could make this work. All right, so, oh, she is so fancy. She has the Papermate Ink Joys with the caps and the clicker. Okay, she has a mini stapler. Yo, Shakira, you got the world in here, bro. What the heck?
I don't play.
See, okay, this is something else about my sister. She's a hoarder. She will cram everything into this bag and she doesn't even use. Like, why do you need... Where's your cap?
That's a really good question. Probably somewhere in there.
That's why I don't like cap pins.
Or I may have lost it.
Okay, but for instance, these are the same freaking pen. Why do you need both of them in your planner, in your little pouch?
Because I feel that they need to be there.
At least she's honest. She's basically saying, Lakia, shut the heck up.
I'm not saying that.
And yeah, from the side eye you just gave me, it was like, because it's mine and I want it to be there. Alright, so here's 2 ways that you could do it. And we talked about this before when it comes to color coding, and we'll talk more about it in the planner Q&A. But with all of the supplies that you have, for one, it's really difficult to pull things out of here.
No, it's not.
So what do you do in school? Oh, you just fumble through.
I need a red pen. There it is.
So you just fumble through.
It doesn't make a lot of noise.
Okay, it doesn't make a... it works for her. That's all that matters.
It
For me, this is a lot because it's like, oh my God, so much in a bag. But for all my other planner lovers out there, y'all probably have a bag this filled too, and you're very protective of your pens. Do you share your pens with people?
No, never.
So she's very protective of her pens. All right, now when it comes to tests, there's two ways that you could do it. Of course, each class could have a color code, and you would put the color code over here. It's known as a key, and each class would have a specific color, and then you would go in. Now, this is when you would come and do this after. This is something you would do after because you like to have things neat, and color coding is something that you kind of have to focus on. Now, if you were in class and you had the specific color out for that class and you're using it, do they check like your notes and stuff?
Never.
So being that you can write in any color with your notes, you could choose a color for each of your classes, have your notes in that color, have your homework written in that color, and then when they say, oh, we're having a test, you could bring it over here and then have your key again over here, such as math is pink, science is blue. And then like anything else that's school related would just be black. So that you would know like, this is just whatever. Or like a study schedule that you want to make, it's black. So anything else you have going on. So that's the way that you can use this. But I think that's a good idea to use this as tests. So let's put that on the sticky note so you remember.
Tests/quizzes.
Yeah. That's a good idea. See, look at you finding ways to do things. And again, you'll be able to figure this out once, you know, you get your term stuff and all that. And then when are you going to Canada? February what?
24th.
So you're going here and then you
Yes.
come back, what? March
3rd.
That is a freaking school trip, y'all. She going to Canada. Did you get your passport yet?
It's coming.
Shh.
Hope it makes it. Bless up.
All right. So now what are we going to do about like these and the fitness? What are your goals for these? So we have the school planner set up, but what are your goals for you talked about what you want to use them for, but these are two different sizes versus your school planner.
Yes.
So this is something where you could also, if you wanted to combine them, you could do the transformer kind of method as well. We'd have to watch a video together because I'm not 100% sure how to do it. I saw this YouTuber at home with Kita do it, and there's a lot of other people that are doing it too.
Can't be that hard, right?
The transformer planner versus the Franken planner, like what you were doing where you had the pages in the back,
Yes.
that's the Franken planning because you have one cover. Whereas a transformer planner is
That's
that
true.
it's basically the planners all together, but they have their covers. So when you flip to that section, it's literally as if you're in this planner. That's the difference between Franken planning and transformer planner. I think for you and what you like, a transformer planner would work better.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you'd be able to have these two together. And I would actually leave these discs because these are the strong discs. These are the cute ones. These are the metal discs versus these little gold ones over here. So I would use that one. So yeah, I would suggest you do that. All right. Any other questions on your setup for 2019?
No, thank
These
you.
are the three that you're using though. We have the student planner already, and then she's gonna give the transformer planner thing a go with the fitness and the budget planner.
Yes.
All right. So that wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into episode 1 of Sister Planning. Thanks Shakira for being in my video. You guys can't see me giving her an awkward hug, but I am. That's why she's laughing, because she says I'm so... What do you say I am?
You're weird.
The shade. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be sure to check out the blog chaoticcritic.com as well as my Instagram @chaoticcritic. They're always linked in the description box, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.